That's a pretty big pump though, man. This dog is just, this dog is asking for trouble, man. This is a man-eating croc. It's an animal that has preyed on human beings since there have been human beings. This dog's crazy. How you going there, buddy? We'll keep that nasty dog away from you.
Thank you to our amazing supporters who help to make this show possible every week. Your support makes a real difference in our efforts here at Kamp Kenan. This week's shout out goes to John Aromando. Thank you for all you do and for loving reptiles.
What's going on, everyone? Kenan here. I'm hanging out with Fred Grunwald. My sister is here, but she doesn't want to be on camera. She's being shy. So you're going to hear a disembodied voice of a new. She is very beautiful, my sister. There she is. There she is. She's not showing. Anyway, all right. So we're hanging out, just showing my sis around town and all my fun friends that I have down here. But we've got work to do because today's an Ask Kamp Kenan day. And this one has to do with you, pal. I'm going to pull it out. Michelle Rogers asked this question. And Michelle's question is this. She says, hey Kenan, I'm from Australia. Having lived in and around Cairns in North Australia, I've always had an interest in crocodiles. Go figure. She likes crocodiles. That's pretty cool. An animal which needs to be both loved and respected. My question is, how does Fred prepare his crocodilians for the winter? And we are here on the day after a very cold night. It was about 42 degrees, which in Florida.
And here that's very cold.
Yeah, very cold. So why don't you show us what you do for these guys when it gets cold? Because you're not picking them up and putting them in a...
Not moving them in the house.
That's for sure.
Now, I did have to move lizards and turtles and other things in, but we have a system in place, which is right here.
Yep, there you go.
So, this is the pump that draws water from our natural wells. So the water is approximately 75 degrees year-round.
Right out of the ground. So in the winter, it's warmer than the air at night during our cold spells, and in the summer, it's actually cool. It actually can be cooler than some of the air.
Absolutely.
Of course. So that's a pretty big pump, though, man.
Well, this pump takes care of about 5 different enclosures.
Okay.
And it's on a timer, so it doesn't run constantly.
Very cool.
So I can turn it on manually. It's getting ready to go out right now, actually. It runs for a few hours, 75 degree water, fills every pond, and at the same time overflows the pond, keeps fish alive, maintains the water.
Right.
I don't have to clean them all the time. And at the same time, keeps everything warm enough.
Very cool.
And it doesn't burn up the pump because I have it set with a pump, or it runs about half the time.
Yeah, it's very cool. And it's kind of what we do. It's industry practice here in Florida. To keep any kind of aquatic animal warm is you run the well water, as Fred explained. So I do it with my turtles. For some of the turtle species I have, I just let the wells run into them. And of course, with crocodilians. Now today it warmed up. So as soon as it gets sunny, the animals get on out. As you can see, here comes the West African croc. And while we're here, we might want to talk about this. This is a really cool factoid, people. So what's going on is this has now been classified its own species. This dog is just, this dog is asking for trouble, man. So this is his Australian sheepdog, I believe. What's it called? An Australian what?
Blue heeler.
It's a blue heeler. Okay, so it's an Australian dog, but she's deaf, which I think is a problem with the breed. So what's happened is she feels very tough, and she's
protecting me.
Yeah, she's protecting Fred. But what I wanted to talk about really in this video is a little bonus for Michelle and everyone who likes crocodiles out there is we're looking at the Nile crocodile right here. So this crocodile is the croc that you'll find in most of Africa. This is a man-eating croc. It's an animal that has preyed on human beings since there have been human beings. Of course, whenever you watch, when I was a kid, Fred, I used to love watching those National Geographic specials with my dad about the wildebeest migration. So whenever you watch the wildebeest migrate, what's in the water waiting for them?
Always crocodile.
Always the Nile croc. But we've got something really unique here. And Fred, why don't you explain to us what's going on? This is now a West African crocodile.
Right. These were always assumed to be a Nile crocodile.
Okay.
But apparently we started noticing there are some differences,
Okay.
particularly size-wise.
They don't get as large
Not
as a
as
Nile.
large, and apparently they occur more in the western part of Africa.
Okay.
And these are the crocodiles the Egyptians used to worship and mummify
Now, and
and
these,
respect.
very cool. So these are the crocodile gods.
Exactly.
But they're also, if I'm not incorrect, I believe there's also, in the Sahara, there's a relic population. There's actually an oasis that has a population of these crocodilians in it.
That supposedly is true.
Okay.
I've heard that.
That's amazing.
So it is not only renamed as it's not just a subspecies, it's a full new species.
New species.
Now
crocodile.
Crocodilus citrus.
Wow, that's pretty cool, guys. So we're
Yeah.
learning a lot here with Fred today.
And so all the years I've had this animal, I assumed it was a Nile.
Okay.
And here it's really not. It's not even a sister animal of the Nile.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, there you go.
Interesting.
So now there's about 28 species of crocodile. When I was a young lad, it was 22. But now I guess they're finding out new things, of course, with DNA. But I hope this has answered your question. Fred, what happens if you come out here at night and it's a cold night and one of the crocs is on land? What would you have to do?
If I feel like that she's still on land and for some reason or other she's not entering the water, I'm going to try to convince
Coax
her
her
to
in the
get in the water.
Gotcha.
And they generally, almost 100% of the time, do it on their own. Let me just give you a quick example
Okay.
of what we do. Like, for example, right here, we have a lot of tropical turtles in here.
Yep.
And they cannot tolerate very cold weather. So,
Okay.
when the pump goes on, just watch.
All right, let's get a good look here. Show you some of these tropical turtles. We've got toad heads. Look at this. Here's a toad head. That's pretty cool. Little tropical turtle there. So the well just went on. Here comes the water.
Now,
Great.
that water is 75 degrees.
It sure is warm. That's amazing. I love it.
And that will run for about 3 hours.
Okay. And then all the enclosures have their own spouts, have their own outputs.
Everything gets fed when this pump kicks on.
Very cool.
Everything you see here.
Well, all right, Fred, that answers the question, Michelle. You live in a part of the world where you don't have to worry about this if you have crocodilians, and you do have some amazing crocodilians there. You got the salty, and then I guess if you go inland a little bit, you're gonna have some freshies too in Australia. 2 species found in Australia. Well, here at Fred Grunwald's house, you've got about 4 or 5 species here. You got dwarf specks. Oh, well, you got more than that. I think you got about 8 species of crocodilian.
Right, we have 4 different true crocodiles.
Okay,
We have 3 different caiman. And we have alligators.
there you go. So I was right. 8 species. Pretty cool. Crocodile Corner, my buddy Fred Grunwald. Thank you very much, Fred. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, and we'll leave you with a nice shot of this beautiful critter right here. See ya.